Let's go. Yo, happy Saturday.
Rolleth.
Roll Tide.
Now, that's
Before
a
we go
performance.
anywhere, let me get a big Roll Tide in the comment section below and let me know where you're watching from. Absolutely.
What up, chat?
We're going to be talking about everything we saw tonight, where our expectations should be after week 2, as well as some of the other games. We're going to let some folks get in there. Before we do anything, if you're new here, if you're just lurking in the background, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all the things, because that helps
All of
us,
them.
that helps us help you, and we like helping you. Jeff, initial thoughts, man.
That was textbook what you're supposed to do to an opponent like that. That,
Absolutely.
I mean, that you're bigger, stronger, way faster, way more athletic, way better. That's what you should do to a team like that. That's what you're supposed to do. So they did what they were supposed to do at home, coming off a terrible looking game. They did exactly what you wanted them to do, and that was leave no doubt. I mean, run them out from the get-go. We looked fast. We looked furious. I know the opponent. Before everybody starts saying, the opponent. I understand who we were playing, but the effort was there. They were flying to the ball. They were hitting hard. Dre Jr. is our version of Earl Little, man. That guy's laying people out. I like seeing. I know he got the targeting penalty. That sucks, but
I was okay
keep bringing that hammer, dude. Just keep hitting people like that. Not with your helmet, but that same intensity. So
I was okay
much
with
faster. The defense looked way faster, way better. Offensive line looked better. Had a couple snafus here and there, but that's normal in the game of football. So of course, quarterbacks
Sure.
pretty good.
Well, let's check out the chat. The chat seems pretty hype. Chat
is hype.
Tell us your feelings in the chat. We'll pop them up here on the screen.
Roll Tide, everyone. Hey, Kat, Eric's in the house. Army,
72.
TJ,
Eric,
Lance.
what's going on? We did. We're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about
I've
it.
seen J Bake
Russell
yet.
look good.
Somebody checked on him. He might be on the
J-
field.
Roll
Chris was in
Tide.
attendance at the game. We're looking forward to seeing his feedback, how they looked in person. Linville,
Roll Tide
nice.
from Colorado.
Colorado.
Nice, man. Outstanding. Been out that way to Littleton a little bit. Roll
Okay.
Tide. Watching from Long Island, New York.
Oh, go Yankees. Hope you're a Yankees fan. Oh, yes. Look at the picture. Go Yankees.
Yeah. Kelly, go over to YouTube and give us a sub. I know you're watching on X, but
Kelly, right here.
come hang out with us on YouTube. There you go.
Always keep it close by.
Oh man. Lance.
But your thoughts, Cotton?
Internal pessimist here. My thoughts are a couple of things. I've got a list. Okay. I've got a mental list I was keeping. Hey, if you're watching on X, go over to YouTube and give us a sub. But anyway, first and foremost, like you said, the caveat to, man, that was a great performance is always going to be, yeah, but it was Louisiana Monroe. Mm-hmm. I get that. But I'm going to start off, Herb, Raj, if you guys want to pop on with us, tell me and I'll shoot you a link.
Yes.
First and foremost, I want to start with FSU. And I know a lot of you are tired of talking about this, but I'm telling you right now, I'm saying it and people aren't buying it yet. For those of you in our X chat, there was somebody in there and they were like, man, I really want to break 70. I want to see a big running back break one off and score. And I said, AK Deer's got you. Just wait. Boom. I tell you, Colin knows what he's talking about sometimes. It happened. FSU is a good football team. They are a playoff caliber football team. People don't want to talk about it because they were 2-10 last year. It's not the same team. Alabama went down there and got punched in the mouth. They thought they were playing a 2-10 team, Florida State, and it caught them off guard. Yes, that should not have happened 100%. But they got bodied by FSU last week.
I mean, that's true.
And they thought they were waltzing into a cupcake matchup on the road, and everything that went wrong. What we saw today, and there were still some problems, but what we saw today was what everybody in the media has been telling us. Okay, there are things that happened in this game that were night and day difference from last week that has nothing to do with talent level of opponent. Nothing to do. Guys were looking for contact, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Dudes were looking for contact. That's why
they were hunting it.
Yes,
it was great.
That's why you got the targeting call. They were actually swarming the ball. They knew where the ball was.
Thank you.
ULM tried to throw in some candy. They tried to sugarcoat some things. They tried to make it pretty. They were disciplined as opposed to a week ago. The biggest thing I saw was Kalen DeBoer's demeanor the entire game. We were up 35-0. Kalen DeBoer's on the sideline yelling and screaming, "You guys bullied that man into acting like Nick Saban."
Or something.
Do you guys agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Herb, Raj, if you guys want to hop on with us, let me know and I'll shoot you a link over on X.
I'm emailing it to him right now.
Okay. There were some bright spots. There were some folks that did not play tonight, and because of that, some younger guys got to shine. Latsier Brooks, and maybe it's just a number.
Son of Jubitus.
But it looks a lot like a certain guy that used to wear 17 for Alabama in Jalen Waddle. And that is a risky comparison, but man, he is smooth, he is swift, he is fast. We talked about him.
He looked good catching the ball too, though. I mean, he didn't fumble the ball around. He wasn't he looked natural catching the ball.
Sure. For people who have watched the channel for a long time, hey, Herb, Raj. We just got Herb tonight. You doing okay?
That's all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were actually doing a watch party for the third and fourth quarter. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I was in there some.
Yep. We're warming up for Georgia, so we had to ease our way into it because that one could be rough.
Think so?
I don't know. Last time Raj and I watched a Georgia game together was the the SEC championship. So that was the last time we were together to watch a game at home. We've already detailed our going to away stadiums. So I drove as far away from Georgia as I could get, being in Birmingham, going the opposite direction. So we'll see if we can cancel it out.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this, and I don't want to get too far down the road with this because I feel like right now we need to just be focused on as is. But that Georgia team struggles with the vertical passing game.
Right.
I don't know if y'all watched them at all. They do struggle with the vertical passing game. I think that's going to bode well for Alabama in that game. But anyway, we'll see. We'll talk more about that as we get closer. Next man up is Wisconsin. They're on the board. But let's talk about what happened tonight. I get it. ULM isn't exactly the kind of opponent you're going to write home to mom about. But That's not what we were looking for. Herb, I'm sorry to bring them up, but Bama Standard posted a video earlier today with some guy that used to work for Alabama, and he was saying, I don't care what happens tonight. I don't care what happens next week. I care about the Georgia game and what happens when they get punched in the mouth. And I get what he's trying to say. Right. But at the same time, I'm like, look, man, no. Like, we are in no position to be worried about the Georgia game right now. Like, we need to be focused on there's so many things we need to see out of this Louisiana road game.
You had to see some fight tonight. That's what from the defensive end. I feel like we put everything at their feet last week. So wow. If you two need a room, like I could step away from it if no. That was fast. Like dang. But no, you had to see the fight. I don't care the opponent. You had to see some fight. And look, you can't help how things are scheduled. Like, what are we supposed to do? Not show fight against Lee Road because it's them? No, you had to see it in the next game. So
and they did. They did for 4 quarters. There was something I saw that I have not seen from Alabama is once those younger guys got in there, the second and third string guys, and they got in there making plays, the sideline was erupting for them.
Yes.
I haven't seen that in a long time. The coaches were erupting for them. It felt very similar to a Nick Saban coach team. This one did. Now, I will say this morning on College Game Day, Nick Saban made the comment that some folks have reached out and been talking with Kalen DeBoer this week, and I'm wondering who it is.
Raj in the house.
Good evening, gentlemen. How we're doing?
We're doing fine, buddy. So
we're doing good.
Heaven.
Yeah, we're not Arizona State and we're not Florida tonight. We're doing okay.
We just hung 70 on somebody. You are in heaven, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
The lighting
is
we were also watching the end of that Mississippi State game, by the way. That was an exciting end.
All I'm gonna say is if they do not drop Arizona State out of the top 25, I'm busting somebody's jaw. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Did Mississippi State win that game?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It was a 57.
Dude, our picks are gonna look awful this week.
I picked Mississippi.
Cotton, our picks are gonna look awful this week.
I was trying to pick up the UNLV UCLA game, but I have no idea what channel that game's on.
I thought
it was not looking good for UCLA last night.
Yeah, it was like the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Okay.
Nick was out there getting smoked. Let's go look at some comments. We haven't been looking at a lot of comments. All right.
I can tell you my favorite is from Todd right there because he said the same thing we were all thinking when we had that touchdown pass.
Yes.
Hold on, we'll get to it. I got so many.
Dude, Riley looks sick tonight, man.
When did Riley go from like last on the depth chart to the guy?
I know, right? Nobody ever talked about him until like 3 days before the season started, and suddenly he's the best looking running back we have. Although Richard Young ran pretty well tonight too. I liked.
He did.
He did.
But
who was
that
was
23. Number 23 was her. We were just talking about Shardgrim or Shardgrim. How do you pronounce
it? Something like that. Yeah.
Shartrim. Is that what you said?
Man,
I didn't say that. It was. He had an interesting last name.
Greasy Shartworm. Is that what you said his name?
It's Sherwin.
Sherwin. Yes.
When
he caught the pass, I was like, okay, I'm not familiar with him, but hey.
I'm about to say, who's the last number 23 we had that was any good? Robbie Green?
We did too, Zach. We did too. I called that. I did actually. I picked Florida, and I said, but don't be surprised if USF wins this one.
Florida's looking good.
We looked at Florida's schedule, and this was one of those like you almost had to win.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I don't think they're going to make a bowl game now.
Yeah, pretty much knocks them out. And it's really not. It's
You're
really
right,
not
Kat.
their
You're
fault.
right, Kat.
But
Heisman. Our Rudy.
Todd has his own.
It was. They're all clapping on the sideline. That's it.
They were clapping because they weren't sure who that was. Like, hey, what?
Yeah.
Who caught?
Yeah.
Oh.
His jersey patch was halfway on because they were stitching it on when they called his number to run in the game.
I said when he caught it, I said they let the student body president come in and catch a pass. And
$100, Zach.
The president of Crimson Chaos gets to go in and
What's up, Big Mike? Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Mike.
Man, it feels good, and it feels good. Again, everybody that wants to bust our bubble is going to say, "Well, it was Louisiana Monroe. You were supposed to do that." Which is true. But there were things, man. There were things that I was watching for, and I did a video on this and put it up yesterday that I was watching for specifically that I saw, and it's very promising. I said a couple days ago after we kind of came down from that FSU high. Like, look, it was bad, but there's no way all of these people, these educated sports media people who got to see Alabama in fall camp and practice, came away going, hey, this team looks legit. I mean, Nick Saban even was hyping them up. There's no way all of those people were wrong. They saw something that made them say that. Right. And again, I think FSU is a lot better than anybody's willing to give them credit for. Yeah. I think they might be a playoff contention team. And Alabama got popped Bama got popped in the mouth and just they panicked.
Yeah.
Can I say two things on that game real quick then?
Please do.
Real quick. First, I think you're going to start to see teams go away from the on the road games to out of conference games to start the year. Because think about how much better we'd feel about our team if we had started off with Louisiana Monroe and then traveled to Florida State in a tough environment. I just don't think you're going to see much more of that. And number two, I think rankings are really crazy in the era of transfer portal because you're not playing the same team from last year anymore. And trying to judge them based on that and how you think people are going to fit in, it's ridiculous. So
Thank you. That's why I said going into the Florida State game, I said too many people are saying they were 2-10 last year. I said, yeah, that was last year.
I know, man.
This is a different team.
I know. We were
not understand that.
We were live.
I feel so vindicated.
We were live with Clint, and we had folks in the comment section who were like, I don't know why y'all are so worried about Gus Malzahn. I'm like, dude,
have you seen him in the past?
How long have you been in Alabama?
Screaming about these preseason polls and rankings and stuff. I was screaming about him. I was like, none of these teams are even close to the same.
Right.
No. Right. And if the end of the year, it's like
somebody's ranked every time I'd be like, last year we beat them. Why are they ranked ahead of us? And I was like, because they had 50 people on the roster turnover. So why wouldn't they? Who cares? Stupid rankings.
Florida State wins the ACC. We're going to forget about this whole thing. We're like, oh,
yes,
okay.
And hey, everybody, we need to root for Florida State every game here on out.
Yes,
like we need to be big Seminole fans every game here on out.
With the way Clemson looked today, it's very possible.
Dude, LSU, Clemson, they both looked bad. They both did.
Did LSU win?
They did.
So it was nothing at halftime.
It wasn't a solid win. I mean, and so we don't know how good those teams are. That's the thing, man. We're working with such a small sample size right now. It's really hard to determine how good anybody is. The good thing about Alabama is they take that loss, but they're set up to work their way back into it.
Exactly.
Because of who they play. I mean, Georgia coming up, you've got South Carolina, obviously LSU. Who else? Oklahoma. So Alabama's got plenty of opportunity. And if I'm going to say this, if that team can keep up what they did today, if they can keep that same
level of intensity
and that level of intensity, and they can do that, they can beat anybody in the country.
Yes.
Ty Simpson.
Bingo.
Ty Simpson today played
like Joe. Yeah.
Amazingly. Alabama had a total of almost 600 yards of offense, 371 through the air, but Simpson accounted for 226 of them. 100% efficiency, my guy.
Yes.
3 touchdowns.
You don't do that in practice usually. Like you don't just throw it by yourself.
His passes look crisp. The spirals were tight. Accuracy was there. He was decisive. Bam, bam, bam.
He played confidently. Like he believed in what he could do.
Yeah.
I mean, was he Cam Newton? No, but he believed. He looked like he believed in what he knew he could do. The passes he could make, the routes that were being run, the guys that were receiving them. He looked like he believed in all of it, and you did not see that a week ago because he was like everybody else, like Cotton said, just shell shocked.
Agreed.
Even when he
think
scrambled.
They gave him that touchdown run? Sorry, do you think they gave him that touchdown run just for a little boost in confidence too? Or they're waiting for the right time?
Was it called? Was that a called run? You think so?
Yeah, that was a called run.
I'm trying to remember it in my head.
That looked like a QB. He looked like Milroe out there, like a young Milroe.
Oh.
No? Okay.
Oklahoma's defense looks pretty good. Yeah. They did tonight.
Really? Yeah. He's got a reverse.
Yeah, no, it was a called run. It was a called run all the time.
Yeah. Got reverse vitiligo.
Tonight we saw Tyrone Simpson, not Ty Simpson. Tyrone Simpson.
I got the same thing Michael Jackson got, just reversed.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I guarantee you he was like this after the game.
His alter ego.
Yeah.
One of these games now, Raj, he's gonna have a whole bunch of runs he shouldn't have, and you're gonna be like, get Tyrone Simpson out of the game. I need Ty Simpson in the game. That Tyrone's killing me here.
Yeah.
Now, another good thing that came out of this game is my concern for the next couple of years is pretty much put to bed. When it comes to quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, Alabama is in really good shape.
Yeah.
That 2025 recruiting class got a chance to be showcased tonight, and they are as advertised, which makes me feel good about what the staff is doing with their 2026 class.
Agreed.
If they go get a couple of good defensive linemen, maybe an edge rusher, maybe they're able to flip a Tank Jones at some point in time.
Yeah.
But man, Latsier Brooks.
Latsier Brooks, man.
I can't talk about that kid enough, dude.
Dude.
No.
I'm gonna double check his stats right quick. I forgot what he ended up with.
I got him up. Hold on. He just 4 receptions for 58 yards. So I mean,
but they looked good each time.
Yes,
And the speed. Yeah. I think the last one wasn't bad coverage on the last one. It's just Ty put it in the spot only Brooks could get into it. But dude, they just looked good.
Yep.
They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different people catch a pass today.
Yep.
11 different people. How about Caleb Edwards getting his touchdown pass? Man, the big guy. I didn't realize he was that big, man.
Yes.
Our tight ends are huge, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have like 8 of them all of a sudden because of injuries and recruiting.
Well, Cuevas looks
they went
bigger
got
than
a bunch out of the
year.
portal. He probably is. They went and got a bunch of guys out of the portal. Pritchett came in the recruiting class. I can't remember.
Yeah, Pritchett was recruited. Yeah, because we recruited 2 late in the spring. One was a blocker, one was more of a pass catcher. But like I said, they're going to get lost in the mix because Cuevas was always going to be your number 1, I think, when everybody was healthy.
Sure.
Pritchett was just a big boy that you recruited. So I felt like those would be your number 1 and 2. So
that's a good point.
Let me ask you this.
Raj has a question. Oh.
What?
How did Quavo do?
Jose, you mean Jose Cuevo?
Quavo.
Yeah, very nice.
2 catches, 14 yards, and a touchdown. He did. Hey,
giving them tubs, baby.
But to
this is a good point. Sorry. Go ahead. We'll come.
That was my next question. I'm looking at the stats. I didn't see Hale get any touches or anything. Is he still recovering?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's still not 100%. I will say something on that same note. A different guy that Deontay Lawson looked really good tonight.
Yeah.
So that was good to see him. I was kind of worried about him after the FSU game just because he looked so slow and sluggish, and I was like, "There's no way this guy's back to 100%." But he was in all the right places. What?
Yeah, he did great, and it's like, and everybody's that when we're hyping, everybody's gonna be shooting it down because of the opponent, like we said earlier. But that's what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to look better and faster than those guys tonight, and he did. Had we won that game 24-7, like there would be Rome would be burning right now, you know.
Man,
so I wouldn't be here right now. I don't know what I'd be doing.
We'd have had to cut off the live stream. We'd be sitting there like this, like, my god,
you know? I don't know what we're gonna do.
A lot more alcohol. Can I do my one concern from this game? We're still not finishing at the quarterback.
The cat's point. Yeah, here I agree with you. I fear that's something we're just gonna have to live with this year.
But the quarterbacks in this league, like Mateer, you see, he's got a little wiggle to him. The Pavias,
Mateer is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Did Vanderbilt win too?
They did.
Dude, they scored like 21 in the fourth quarter.
They won like 44-20 or something like that.
44-20 was the final.
It was pretty tight most of the game.
They didn't. I don't think it was the end of the third when they scored their touchdown to go up like 23-20.
I think AA had them 4-8. They're 2-0 now, so that might be the prediction that get wrong.
I need them to get one wrong because they were
right. Can you get a prediction wrong, please?
Yeah, please.
Did our defense run different schemes tonight or something? They just look different. Like,
yeah, they said that Womack wasn't allowed to practice all week.
It did look like I'll go back and look at it probably tomorrow. Yeah, it did look like they were kind of a little different sometimes.
They played hard.
They went empty in the middle of the field a lot, which was I mean, they did that last year too, but really, I think to Jeff's point, what was different was just, I mean, they weren't playing on their heels.
Yeah.
And I mean, they seemed like they were ahead of the play. They were well studied. They were ready. And that allowed them to be really, really aggressive.
Yep.
And
They looked like a unit that had taken a lot of poop all week.
Yeah.
And was ready to unload it on somebody.
Quay said it.
Well, we
said
basically blamed them for the whole thing, the whole week.
We pretty much did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Poor Billy
Yeah,
Napier.
Napier,
man.
I thought he had a chance with him and Lagway getting to maybe 8-4, but
that schedule is brutal
You can't
every
drop
single year. After this loss today, if you look at their schedule, like the next 4 or 5 games are rough, man.
Yeah, they got like what, LSU next week.
Yep.
At LSU, and then
But y'all watch though. South Florida at the end of the year is going to be a 8 or 9 or 10 win team with on their schedule. But they got their quarterback can play.
And
I
we
don't know
got
what their
the
schedule looks like.
But
Yeah,
so
Byron Brown.
Florida goes to LSU, goes to Miami, then home against Texas, then goes to Texas A&M, then home against Mississippi State.
Good Lord.
Like, whoever made their schedule also needs to be fired. Like whoever the AD that signed off on that.
Is Golesh house shopping in Gainesville yet?
Yeah.
yeah, they got to go after Galesh, dude.
I thought if you go watch last year, I was thinking that was when Napier was 3-5.
Yeah,
I said they're going to can him and Golesh is the guy. And the Napier won 5 in a row to end the season, finish 8-5, and Lagway and all this, and now Florida, and then now this year he's starting the same way.
I love college
Like
football
deja
so
vu.
much because all week we in the chat we've had to deal with people talking about firing Kalen DeBoer, and after one day of games, now we're talking about firing Billy
Napier. Somebody's getting fired every week.
Dude,
it's their turn.
Judgments.
And if we lose next week, it'll be fire DeBoer again.
Yep. And I told people after we lost to Florida State, I was like, okay, do you understand what happens when you fire a coach? It's not like you just fire a coach. Your whole roster just stays there and everything just stays coaching.
Right. Staff turn, everything gone.
Staff turn around, buyout. There's a ripple down effect, and it's not pretty.
It goes way down. Courtney Morgan.
Yep.
If they can DeBoer, see ya.
And then they want you to bring a new coach in, and that guy's like, so you fired the last guy after 1 year and 2 games, and you think that's
why would I come here?
Yeah. And the first thing I have to do is try to get through the season, but also hold that recruiting class together, plus the 2 you're on the team. I think I'm good wherever I am at that point. So,
like I said, I'm an unhinged Bam too, but I was a little more hinged than that. You can't fire the guy. My gosh.
I'm a little more hinged than that.
How'd you guys feel about that targeting penalty at the towards the end of the game?
What I didn't like was he led with his shoulder, and their helmets happened to hit.
That's what it looked like to me.
That's what you could tell his technique was. And I was like, look, I said it live. When it happened live, I said, oh, it's going to be targeting. Like you can just tell by where it hit.
I did
but you watch it, shoulder led, helmets hit up here. I can also say this. That play was a guy trying to do the right thing. He does not deserve to miss half of next game.
Right.
For that hit right
Ridiculous.
there. There was nothing egregious about it. He wasn't headhunting. That was a football play. So even if you call it targeting, he doesn't deserve to miss time.
Yeah.
And at the same time, those are the type of hits you want to see us making. Not you don't want anybody to get hurt, but you want to see Bama players with that type of intensity. That's what we kind of missed out on last week. So
bingo. That's why I said earlier. I'm sorry he got the penalty, but if he keeps hunting like that, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Even if it was legit targeting, I kind of would have been okay with it. Just
I would have
because
been fine with it.
It was an aggressive play.
I mean,
and I feel like they got to play with that edge. That I mean, dudes were just launching themselves all over. I saw a few big hits, and we heard about that in practice and camp about them laying some big hits. Yeah. And I saw a couple of them tonight, and it was nice, man. It was nice to see. He was out there hitting like his dad. Basically,
man, his dad hit a few people like that, but his dad didn't fly around hitting people like that. His dad was too busy blanket covering people.
Yeah.
He was up in a box with Coach Saban tonight, by the way.
Well, was that Dre Sr. up there? I saw a picture up there talking. I couldn't tell who it was.
Pretty sure it was. Speaking of crowd reactions, did you guys hear that crowd go nuts when Keelan Russell came out onto the field? They went.
I loved it, man.
They went nuts when he threw a touchdown.
Oh well,
I think it's something that everybody wants to see regarding the future, but I just want them to kind of like walk him into this. I didn't want him to throw him out there like last week against Florida State. Like put Keelan in.
Not ready for Florida State.
He wasn't ready for that. Don't do that. Because if he makes a mistake, then everybody's gonna blame it on the coach or something crazy like that. So
everyone always
thank you,
loves
Nick.
the quarterback anyway. So that was always going to be tough.
Yeah.
And so to this point, we've been saying this all along. Like, it's not that Keelan Russell isn't the guy; he's just not the guy right now. I think in the future he'll be great, but as far as that go, give the man time. But he throws a beautiful ball. He's got great zip on it. I think he just the touchdown pass. What was he threw two? So the first one, what I liked about it was his instinct was to take off running. You could see it. And then he stopped and said,
kept his eyes downfield and saw it.
Yeah, kept his eye.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Hey, thank you, Nick. We appreciate you. Absolutely love you. Let's give him a big elephant sound because of why the hell not. Beautiful. Thank you, Nick. We appreciate you. Thank you for supporting
Appreciate you, Nick.
We love you.
That's a good question, Tobias. I was wondering this earlier.
What do you say? Which school is Lackway going to transfer to?
It rhymes with Auburn.
Dude, don't do that to you. We don't need that. We don't need that. I don't know, man. I mean,
DJ Lagway, you are an Auburn Tiger.
So to be fair,
schedule, man.
It is, but to be fair to Florida, they got screwed out of 2 touchdowns early on in that game that really should have kind of put it away for them. But towards the end of that game, Billy Napier made some really dumb decisions, man. Throwing the ball when really all they needed to do was take
oh
the
my
air out
gosh!
and run
At the end of the game,
not calling his timeouts, and he's done that a couple of times in the past. Dude, Florida fans got to be pissed, man. They got it. If there's any Florida fans watching, let us know how you feel. Like, we're not going to pick on you too bad.
Did he give the Deion Sanders excuse why they didn't use timeouts and let the clock run down?
I haven't heard anything from him, but I'm sure somebody's going to ask him about it.
We got a buddy, Mike Aranya, who's a Florida fan living in Arizona, and he said when they threw the ball, he would not be surprised if I couldn't hear him where I was, because when the announcers immediately question like, "What are they doing?" Like, that's just not a good feeling.
Yeah,
I can feel the pain. I've had
some moments. My son was sitting there watching it, and they throw on that first down, and he looks at me. He goes, "Why'd they do that?" Like, I don't know, dude.
And not even like a safe throw. Like, here's a little, pit. No, I don't know. You just run it and take your chances.
I said, "There's 90,000 people sitting in that stadium right now asking the same question."
Yeah,
I want to know what's going on.
He wasn't he Saban's DB coach. He don't know what to do with a quarterback like that.
He needs an offensive coordinator. He needs to quit calling their plays. But the day's winding up. What's the South Carolina game looking like? Anybody know? Let's look it up.
Yeah, that was a lot closer than it should have been.
But I think it's pulled away now. It's like 24.
Okay, it's 31-3 South Carolina.
31-3 right now. 4 minutes.
See, ideally, the games like last week should be week 2. Week 1 should be the fluff game, and then week 2 should be the round of.
Yeah,
I agree.
The Ohio State.
So you can work your way into the season a little.
You can iron out some kinks in week 1, settle in, and then play a good game in week 2.
Yeah.
A lot of these teams look much better this week.
Did anybody hear Arch's interview after the game? He was not happy about anything. He's like, "Nah, it was sloppy. It was not good. A lot of stuff to work on." She asked him another question, and he said, "Nah, it was just really sloppy. Got a lot of stuff to work on." She was like, "Okay."
He's not
Julian
wrong.
Sayin had a nice box score today too.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. He
was like,
what they went
16 of 18 for 300.
They were favored by like
former Alabama product. Julian Sayin had a good day.
I don't remember.
Are we going to claim him? We should claim him.
You know what, dude? Every time you see somebody transferring to a new school, they always put on social media like he was formerly at Bama. So you know what? Since Julian Sayin was formerly at Bama, we're going to take credit for that.
That's Joe Tessitore. Every play in that game, we found out who the former Bama players were for 4 hours.
What would you guys call the best game of the day? Was it the Florida USF or was it the Baylor game earlier today? The Baylor SMU.
SMU.
The Baylor one.
If you didn't care, the Mississippi State Arizona State had a good ending, but I think the Baylor SMU was kind of back and forth. And Baylor, SMU was up 14 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Kudos to Mississippi State though. Kudos to the Mississippi State. So,
man, cowbells, dude. If you're not used to that.
I was watching some of that Baylor game, and then I stepped away, and then I came back, for whatever, and I flipped over to just check the final and saw what the final was, a double overtime, and I was like, God, they came back and won.
Dude,
Yeah.
Sawyer
I
Robertson is
know.
now averaging 420 passing yards a game. It's only been 2 games, but
Woo!
oh Lord.
Wow.
And he's 1-1 though. How do you average
I know.
400 and you're 1-1?
Because they couldn't stop the run. They
Yep.
couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Same thing. Jackson
Absolutely.
Oil ran them out off the field.
Absolutely ass. Your defense is terrible.
Similar.
That's why.
Yeah. Sorry, Kat. I might have mentioned the multi-view a couple times during the live stream.
Oh my
And
god.
Justice Haynes, Adrian Peterson now.
Yeah, him and Bryce Underwood got into it.
They got into it, yeah.
Yeah, right before he broke off that big run. It seems like a lot of former Alabama players had big days. Kobe Prentice had a good showing today. A good
Dude
game.
in Kansas, who is it? Emmanuel Henderson Jr. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Emmanuel Henderson Jr.
touchdown
did.
pass. Yeah. He kind of snubbed a little bit, but
Yep.
like I said, K Law, who won the Kentucky game? Was it
Not Kentucky.
Ole Miss.
It was Ole Miss.
Ole Miss one?
30-23, I think.
They were competitive for a while there. So
Kentucky actually jumped out 10-0, and then they just pulled a
Yeah.
Kentucky. They just don't have the offense to sustain any kind of
no.
lead.
Hey, in case y'all didn't know,
Simmons even
Kendrick
got
Law
hurt.
can run 20 miles an hour, in case y'all hadn't heard about that yet.
Latsier Brooks
Trying to talk about him.
3, baby.
When they started talking about how fast mile per hour we could run, I was like, don't do that. That's the kiss of death. That's the only thing. After 3 years, that's all we heard about Kendrick Law was his miles per hour. It was never like, y'all remember that catch he made? Y'all remember that reverse he had where he scored? It was always like,
Well,
oh yeah, you can run 20 miles an hour.
I you know me, I like to play devil's advocate. I do feel like he was underutilized at Alabama.
Yeah.
Kendrick Law?
Yeah,
That's
100%.
because he
was,
couldn't
dude.
play.
Yeah, but
There's
it
a
seemed like
reason.
whenever he touched the ball, that was like a certified
Fumble,
8 to 10
penalty,
yards right
bull
there.
crap.
Yeah.
He couldn't run
It was
routes.
whenever
He
he
was
touched
not
it.
a good
The-
football player. That's why he
The
couldn't. That's
penalties
why he
is
didn't
what
get it.
really killed him. It's like every
Underused.
catch came with a personal foul.
Yeah.
So that was one of his problems.
No, he had 3 years to be able to get in a rotation, and he could never do it. So,
Can I just say this? If you're an offensive player and you want more touches and you go to Kentucky, you don't really care about football.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was saying. Why go there at all, please?
Maybe he
Kentucky has
likes
a new quarterback
Urban,
every
yeah.
single year that doesn't work out.
maybe
That
that's
That's
was
what
Urban
that goes
ball.
back to Gene Stallings. Somebody asked him something about Bill Curry, and he said, "Well, anybody that leaves Alabama to go to Kentucky, you can't take serious."
Right. You know, when he said Kentucky, I was like, so you just don't care? Or you're trying out for the basketball team? Like, I don't understand that move anyway. That's not a football move, though.
Zachary, you talking about 40-ounce times, or you can't be talking about no 40 yards?
Yeah, if I'm running 40 yards, you better start running too. Something bad's going down.
Yeah.
Speaking of former Bama players, Dylan Lonergan threw for 390 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
They lost
Or-
to Michigan State, but
For who?
Boston College.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He's a starter up there now.
that's great.
That's
I
right.
hate
That's
that
right.
he's there and Tommy Cassianos isn't there.
Yeah, I know.
Did Eli Holstein do anything for Pitt since we're going down former
I have
Bama
not
quarterbacks?
checked- I have not checked that one yet.
Yeah, how'd we get here?
I threw out
I
the-
don't know. I feel like
threw out
I'm in
the
like
most
the
random-
8th level of hell. Here's
threw
all
out
the
the
people
most
left
random
Bama that
fact.
are doing well other places. I don't want to hear this crap. I hate all of them.
Sorry, guys.
None of them are invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
No.
Too late. right?
So does anybody else kind of feel like it's exciting what we saw tonight? It feels good, but you're also kind of like, I am really scared to get my hopes up. Is that
Yes.
just me?
Yeah.
we
I
said
wanna
it
see-
before this game. We're not going to
It's
really
normal.
know until we go to Georgia.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
we're going to
We're
win
not
all our
allowed
home
to-
games and then be scared every road game. Sorry.
But we're not allowed to talk about Georgia right now, right?
But they
Right.
got to keep this
Stay in the
same
moment.
momentum this week, and then they
Yeah.
got to just run right through Wisconsin. They don't need to goof around. Do just what they did
Yes.
tonight. I'm not saying it's going to be 73-0 against Wisconsin, but
I wouldn't
do
mind.
just like they did tonight, and just bum rush them early, hit them early.
Yeah. I get this point, but I would say offensively, ULM's probably a better team than Wisconsin, to be honest. Now, Wisconsin has a decent defense, so that'll be interesting. That'll be a good test for Ty and them. But the problem that Herb brought up is it's not necessarily the home games; it's the road games.
Yes.
That
Road has not been kind to Debo.
no, and he's gonna have to. He's got a couple of big ones on the road this year, including an Iron Bowl and Georgia and
South
going to
Carolina.
South Carolina, Missouri.
You
That
know,
voodoo stadium is waiting for him at the end
Yes.
too. Like
Is that a
we
buddy
approach
loss
our road
at the end of
games
the level.
like the team meets each other like on the bus on the way over. Like that's how I feel every road game. Like they don't actually know each other. They haven't practiced together all week. Like they just get out and they're like,
"Hey, the first time
guys?"
playing together is the game you see on TV. That's their first time like playing together.
Yeah.
Oh, you're my quarterback today. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You know?
Yeah.
Read each
Is
other's
Caleb
names on the
Odom third string? I saw Tobias post comment earlier. Is Caleb Odom third string for Ole Miss? He looked like DK Metcalf.
I have
He's
no
not
idea.
getting a lot of snaps.
Must not be. Guy had tree trunk arms. I remember thinking, God, I hope we don't regret losing him. But if he's third string, moving along.
Don't they have Caleb Cunningham too?
Yes.
Oh, Miss.
I forgot about Cunningham.
Yeah, but
I
he's
didn't hear
probably,
his
everybody
name,
else.
he's probably
Oh.
covered. He's probably covered up, man. Let me look and see if he got any touches today. Okay.
Who's the Ole Miss quarterback this year?
No,
Simmons?
Lawson Simmons.
Yeah, he got zero.
hurt today too, though.
Okay.
No
Did he?
touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Yeah, he threw 2 interceptions.
That's a good day. No touchdowns, 2 picks. That'll be what Joe Burrow does tomorrow with my fantasy team.
Yeah, I got Burrow at one of mine.
I got
Odom
Jamar
had a
Chase,
decent
so I
night
don't-
last year.
I did too.
Last
I got both of them.
47.
You want to know who I had?
Who?
CeeDee Lamb.
I got him with one of
Oh.
my teams. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
whiff.
same.
He'll be fine, but that was a
No,
bad
he
opening.
had a great game, but it could have been a spectacular game. if
Imagine
he
having
catches
A.J.
either one of
Brown.
us two.
I did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, I was sticking my chest
Or
out. I had
Xavier
Jamar
Worthy.
Chase, AJ Brown, are my 2 starting receivers. I was like, man, y'all supposed to get dealt with.
I
One
think A.J.
catch,
Brown
8
had, like,
yards.
one target.
Whenever your targets equal your number of books read on the sideline, that's never a good thing.
I'm like, how long till AJ Brown traded? In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who do you got- who you guys-
sidetracked
Goalposts
NFL
ran.
Bama talk.
Look, the Chiefs won, or the Chiefs lost, and so I mean,
Yeah.
we all win.
I'm
on
happy
that.
for that.
Yeah, everybody won there.
So,
Yeah, everybody won there. What time is the game next week? 11? Is that the 11 o'clock game?
11
Yep.
a.m. Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna be there.
really?
Nice.
I don't jinx home games. Just the way.
It's the road game.
The disappointment on
I know. You were
Herb
so
Herb will be
upset
here-
that you were
Herb will be
going.
here in
Really?
Texas for the Georgia game. We're gonna watch the Georgia game together.
Oh, cool.
I hate 11 a.m. kickoffs. That's what
Me
the
too. Me too. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's so
I don't
weird.
like them
it
either.
feels
Our
funky.
team traditionally never plays well.
Dude.
They don't start waking up till 1.
I got in the funniest conversation with a guy yesterday. We were talking about that 11 a.m. kickoff next week. We got to talk about the old Jefferson Pilot broadcast at 11 a.m. with the Daves, Dave Neal and Dave somebody, and how crusty and crummy the broadcast was. And so every year the schedule would come out, and you'd be like, damn, what week is the Jefferson Pilot game? And you'd go down there and find it. Crap. But yeah, it would be like those ads would drop down in the top of the corner where the score was. It'd be like,
Yep.
it'd be like Morrison's Cafe, and then would slide back up, you know. Oh man, those old Jefferson Pilot games.
Yes, sir. I
Although
remember.
not the SEC Network's coverage is much better, but still. There you go, Bo. You know what's up. Y'all know, OGs know what those JP games were.
Hey, was I the only person? My game for about half of it kept like blinking out. Was that
It happened to me too. It happened to
That-
me.
Bama game?
broadcast?
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I thought it might have just been something
Who
down
knows that?
there. But
Yeah.
There
Are
you
you on
go.
DirecTV?
Like
no, I
hot
was
dogs,
actually
yes.
I was watching
deal
on old
cafe.
Hulu.
See,
Yeah.
I got DirecTV, but it happened. It blinked out a few times, and then I looked at my phone. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" But no, it was kind of weird.
Okay. Good. I was like,
And I paid my bill, so
no, yeah.
Nico with an interception to end the game.
Who did?
Nico just he
Who
just
picked in the
yeah.
game? Yeah.
You know what?
He
Good.
was overrated anyway. I never
Good.
understood the hype around that dude. That
Agreed.
guy,
Good.
that guy was
good for it. Yeah.
guy was
I
average
wish,
at best.
I wish
He
nothing
overrated
good on that
himself.
game.
That was the problem.
So what's he
Dude,
going to
ridiculous.
for again?
I hate Tennessee, but what him and his family tried to do to that
Yeah.
university, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish nothing good on him.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Nothing good.
Yeah. Same
Took
Big
less
Mike.
money
I
to
had
go on
YouTube
TV.
TV. It didn't glitch for me at all. So
Yeah. He's saying that because that was a theme on our live broadcast tonight, was me teasing Raj about Mike. So I had my 2 TVs, and I had one of them with the multi-view on YouTube TV and then one with our regular one. And I got plenty of fingers from Raj throughout the night.
He got the Cinco box going. I had the quad box going earlier, but you got the Cinco box going.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Okay.
Don't worry, gentlemen. Red Zone is the Church of Scott Hansen begins tomorrow.
No.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Nico working at Costco 3 years. I give him 3 months.
Yeah.
That Nico 30 for 30 is going to be legit. Though.
Yeah. So the real question, Tobias, is who's Nico going to transfer to next year? Because he's going to be the new TJ Finley you're looking at is Nico Amaluza.
Well,
every time I get a TJ Finley update, I smile a little bit. Like, it makes my heart happy.
I think he's a dream alive. Where's he at this year? Georgia State?
He was at Tulane, but then he got kicked off the team. I think.
Charles.
Right? Yeah, roll tide, man. Welcome in. Yeah, Kat, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. Look, it's past midnight over here where I am, or about to be past midnight where I am. She's like, he's crashing. I'm sitting here like
his Wi-Fi cuts off at midnight.
Gotta save that data.
Right,
that's right.
Thanks for being here. Roll tide.
Yeah.
Gotta go by. Click. The whole thing shuts off. The new DJ ukulele. That's exactly what he is.
At midnight it shuts off. So tomorrow we have to find a router and see if it matches him to find out who the real Cotton is. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow.
That's it.
Suck it up.
All right.
I'm trying, okay, Keith. I'm trying. I'm tired.
Appreciate everybody in the chat joining us tonight.
Yeah, man.
481 of you. That's nice.
Yeah, tell us. Look, there's 481 of you. If you're not subscribed to us, I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to give you about 5-10 seconds. Do that. If you're watching on X, because 341 of you are, go over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button. Look, we're posting so much content. I took the past couple of days off and was still posting content, but we got a lot that's going to be posted this week. A few lives coming up, shorts, recruiting stuff. It was a big recruiting weekend for Alabama. I know you guys love talking recruiting, so we'll have a lot of that going on. Chris is actually at the game doing sideline stuff, so we'll have a lot of reports and fun videos and tidbits for you all week long. So go like and subscribe. While you're over there, it's really easy to find the Herb and Raj podcast as well. Make sure you subscribe to them.
That is a fact.
That was hilarious.
That is a fact.
That did happen.
You know it's viral when the people you're sitting with are like, dude, have you seen this picture?
I know.
Yeah. And they show you, they flip their phone around and I'm like, matter of fact, I have.
So let me tell you guys. So
thanks, Lance.
Thursday night, we did a benefit with the Jags Foundation, the Jacksonville Jaguars, for 904 Day.
Both fans are there.
Come on, man. You can't do that about this topic for me.
Sorry. My fault.
Sorry, VP of the Jags Foundation that could be watching right now. No,
I guarantee anyway, not.
So Jacksonville Jaguar cheerleaders are there, and somebody I work with was like, hey, I want to get a picture. Well, first of all, on my ID badge, I've got like a little Alabama thing. And so she sees it and brings it up. And she's like, how are you doing after Saturday? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you cheer for the Jags. Like you're in no position to talk down to me about football. But anyway.
Yeah.
But literally, she's like, she's like, did you see the thing about Ryan Day? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, the piercing picture of Ryan Day. And I'm like, it's hilarious that you bring that up. What are the chances? And because I told her about the podcast and how I make memes all the time. And she's like, I saw this thing and I'm trying to figure out if it's real. And I'm like, it's not. And so I bring up Canva and I show her on my phone where I made it. And she thought it was the coolest thing ever. That she
the way you made it is so funny. How you...
Oh yeah, let me tell you guys how I made that. So I'm sitting there about to watch the Texas Ohio State game, right? And Ryan Day does this little pregame interview, and I'm like, why is his nipples?
And he looks like a massive douche.
Yeah,
okay, he does.
And so I pause it and I take a picture, and then I upload it to Canva, and I erase everything except for that one hard nipple on the right, and then I multiply it. So there's 3 of them, but I make 2 of them extremely small. and then put them over the original picture.
I shall call them mini nipples.
That's
Oh
how I
my
made it.
goodness.
Do you think Ryan Day saw this?
Yes.
There's
Okay.
no way he wouldn't see that.
1,000% guarantee.
Ryan Day was
he's
like-
No way. Dude, there are major. If you Google Ryan Day nipple piercing right now, there are
Oh my
major
God.
news outlets who are trying to debunk it. Like it's been in newspapers, all sorts of stuff.
just Google Ryan Day, and then when the drop box pops down, it'll be Ryan Day nipple. Will be the top one or two
Dude,
refills.
everywhere.
Can you imagine watching a game with Cotton and he's like, "Hey, you see that guy's nipples?"
Look at his
Like,
nipple.
what?
So,
It went
You're like,
nuts.
what?
I talk about it a lot. I've got some weird health stuff going on that we're trying to figure out, and so I keep going through these like ups and downs where I just feel really bad. Like I'm starting to right now, but I was feeling really bad, so I was kind of laid out on the couch at a weird angle, and I don't know. I guess just the angle I was laying, like that one nipple was super prominent, and I was just like, "Why is his nipple so hard? Like that's like it's just boom right there."
Yeah.
And I was like, it'd be funny if he had a nipple piercing, and I'm like, "Wait a
Yeah,
minute,
he does.
he can."
The
Oh my
fact
God.
that it shot off like SpaceX rocket, man. That was.
Yeah.
I looked down there and it was like
And, yeah.
7,000 views, refresh.
Yeah.
28,000 views, refresh. 75K views, refresh. 200K views. I mean, it was like,
Yeah.
it was just.
Yeah.
I think it got 26
I
million.
think it was like 26 million was the final. And then I posted a reply of the guy from Waterboy doing,
Oh, yeah.
and it had like 60,000 views on that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this picture is going nuts.
The only thing that like I get some stuff that does really well sometimes, but going super viral, it's only memes.
Yeah.
Like remember the Carson Beck a few weeks ago?
Yes.
I took his
That was
like,
hysterical.
game photo and used AI to turn him into Sid the Sloth. That went viral. It's only memes. Like people really like memes, I guess. I don't know.
I guarantee you
Sorry.
that now we're going to start
I didn't mean
doing
to get
a
off on
nipple ring of
tangent
the
about
week.
nipple piercings.
And you got to start picking a.
I
You gotta start,
thought about
We
that
should
this
cut
morning.
it out right quick.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, just cover up. I'm gonna have everybody I know talk to me like
I
this.
know.
Not happening to me.
No.
every coach.
I need to look up
interview,
a
you're
stat
gonna
real quick.
notice
Hold on.
all the coach interviews are going to start be doing like this.
Yeah.
You're like, word got around.
We heard about Cotton. Yeah.
It was weird, man. I'm sorry.
That was too
Hilarious.
funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was so
That
prominent.
was so dang funny. That was epic.
It was almost it was so prominent, and I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, so I'm not going to say it, but we'll just say prominent and
Gotcha.
concrete, right? That it was almost intimidating. It's like, you know,
You make it sound like the censoring was better than just saying.
you know, with his dyed beard, his like,
when
butcher
censoring
beard.
goes wrong.
yeah, dude, I'm just like,
Well,
why?
If
why
Ryan
is he-
Seacrest had a dark beard,
next-
it's Ryan Day.
The next
Yeah,
step,
oh
Cotton,
my
is you got to get T-shirts made.
Yes.
Can I do that? No, not with this. I can't. As long as
No,
I
you
can
can-
tell him, I guess I can.
By the way, that was a terrible episode of 50 Shades of Grey. It's so prominent and concrete.
it was
Wait, what?
It was a-
What? Cut.
it was a
What?
little, yeah. It was aggressive, you know.
The nipple or crippler.
The nipple or crippler.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody's nipples are safe.
Yeah.
Better hope it's not cold in the room.
Anybody just now tuning into this live is going to be like, what?
Like, what is going on? Yeah.
There's a reason the show's called Waaaay Offsides.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
it goes sideways.
Very quickly. Very good. There's 500 people in here. I mean, the viewers, the numbers are still going up, so we're doing something right. You guys are all sick
Friday night.
individuals.
I know.
Yes.
This one has gone off the rails. You're right, Kat. It has.
That's the whole point, Kat.
It does.
You've been around long enough. You know how this works.
He knows
Yeah.
works.
All right,
I
let's
thought she left an unhinged show. She went to a more unhinged show. I got fussed at several times by Kat tonight.
Did you? Kat seems like she could be a little saucy. So anyway, back to what happened tonight. Is there anything that you guys, like I said at the start of the show, everyone wants to be cautiously optimistic, but I do think that there are things you can take away from that were different, but and notable despite like talent difference between ULM and FSU. And so, I mean, for you, like, what's the one big takeaway that really you were just like, okay, I feel a little better now. Obviously, we're not 100% better, but there we go.
Effort level and camaraderie was definitely. Guys were running to the ball, and guys seemed to be happy for everybody running to it. I just feel like I said, we laid too much at the feet of the defense, so they felt like they had to come out. And it's kind of like what, as Jeff said it earlier, if we win this game like 28-7 or something, then we're all fussing. So you can't get mad and go, oh, well, it's only them if we do 73-0. Like you have to celebrate that still. You can't be negative if we do badly and negative if we do well. That's not fair.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
I like it. They were sustained. And, you saw the backups come in. And Kat asked this question on our live. She's like, how do you keep the guys motivated at this point of the game? You could tell that the guys who don't get as much playing time were clearly motivated. Like, hey, I'm trying to show everybody why I should get more playing time. So
sure, absolutely.
Those are my biggest takeaways for sure.
Yeah, Ty, for me, it was Ty's confidence. I think just looking at him like release the ball, looking at his accuracy, looking at his just decision making overall, he just looked a lot more comfortable than he did last week. And maybe this does go to the teams we were playing as far as defensive wise, but he just looked extremely solid in the pocket. I mean, his passes, everything, accuracy, and so Ty just looked really, really good to me. And I told her this: we're going to need this out of Ty over the next week, and then prep him for the week prior to Georgia in the bye week, because in order to beat Georgia, I mean, we know the run defense, we know they can stop the run, we get that. But if Ty can throw the ball like he did today, I think we'll have a good chance against Georgia and Athens. So
I agree.
I like the way he looked, and I want to see him develop even more over the next few weeks. So,
Jeff, you good over there?
Excuse me. Yeah. That's a big if, but yes, you're right.
All right.
He did what he should have done.
Sure. Now, what about areas that still looked kind of raw or rough around the edges?
Well, I said we're not finishing at the quarterback. We're still not.
Yeah, agreed.
We're still not finishing back there. That was like the number one thing. And somebody mentioned tackling as kind of the secondary part of it. So I think those two go hand in hand. Those were my biggest two. Honestly, I feel like we just keep loading down on the defense, but the offense just seemed we use our depth, we spread it around more. I feel like there's more positive on then. We ran the ball better. That was more balanced today. I don't know why we gave up on the run, but last week
we used like 5 running backs today. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping. Like the plan was, let's give all of them 10 carries.
Yeah, I agree.
See where we're at.
I would say finishing at the quarterback and tackling still is still an issue.
Same here. I agree.
Yeah. I think I've said this on our shows before that coming off last week, everybody was very emotional and hyped up, understandably. But people don't remember last season that Alabama, it kind of took them 2 or 3 weeks to figure out who they were going to be with their personnel. Yeah. And I feel like we're still kind of smack right in the middle of that. The difference is we went on the road to play FSU this year as opposed to playing Western Kentucky. I remember that USF game. It was a crap show until late, later into the fourth quarter when they finally figured out the offensive line. They were moving pieces around. So it feels like we're getting closer to that point. But the biggest question is always going to be, can Kalen DeBoer win on the road?
Yeah.
So,
did Jaden Roberts play tonight? I didn't see.
I don't think I saw him. I was looking for him.
See, that's another big piece that
could
change the running attack when that guy's in there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a road grader, man.
Talty looked good tonight kicking the ball, so that's always a plus in case they get in a position where they need him. As long as they're not making him kick outside of his range, should be fine. Something else that I noticed for a little while until Bama kind of killed their will is that ULM was having some success on first down running the ball for a while there. They were getting 3-4 yards. And then, they'd try to throw and have an errant throw, and Alabama would shut them down that drive. But a better team getting, 3-4 yards on first down, and maybe this goes back to the D-line and that pressure, but being able to force opposing offenses to start behind the chains a little more often, I think would be nice to see. It seems like we do that a lot. So I'd love to see that happen to somebody else. But, hey, when you are scoring up there and goose egging crap teams, much like the number one team in the country. I mean, Ohio State beat Grambling 77-0. Alabama beats this team 73-0.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard not to be excited about what you saw.
Have to be. You have to celebrate stuff like this. I don't care who it is,
Yeah.
It was good to see, especially after last week.
Yeah. I think we did at one point in time. So.
Did you?
Said Roberts was out there late. I didn't see him. No punts, Tyler? I thought we did at one point in time, but
yeah, I didn't think no punts.
Wow.
That field goal was like the one time that we set up for something.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about, but that's crazy. That's wild, man. They were very efficient today.
Yeah.
Very efficient. I want to look at the QBs really quick, and then we won't stay on much longer. I know everybody's kind of getting tired.
Especially Herb, I can tell.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the oldest here, so of course I'm getting tired.
Yeah, you look it.
Damn. It's just going after each other. Yeah, I mean, Ty was 100%. Austin Mack and Keelan were both around 80%. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, 11 different receivers caught balls. I mean, dude, it was absolutely incredible. They were very efficient. A very efficient. J-Bag is about to rewatch the game. Take notes and send them to me, J-Bag. Give you homework. I will. Hey, by the way, I'll read that email tomorrow. I promise. So, well, all right. It is getting late. I'm tired. Herb's sleepy. Raj is sleepy. He just won't admit it. Jeff is sleepy. Jeff is coughing, choking.
I know. I'm choking out of the side over here.
So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Herb, Raj, tell everybody where they can find you guys, please.
Go ahead, Herb.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
All right, Herb Raj podcast on YouTube. Also at Raj_Herb on Twitter. We go live every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, and then sometime after the Bama game, Saturday nights, you're with Herb and Raj Unhinged.
Yep. Cool. Fantastic. Beautiful. Like, subscribe. You guys know, do all the things. Leave a thumbs up if you're not watching this live. Leave a big roll Tide in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching from. As always, say your prayers, read your Bibles, wash your hands, horns down, beat Auburn and LSU and Tennessee too. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.